They thought they had survived. When the ash stopped falling, when the sky no longer roared, the people of Pompeii cautiously stepped out of their shelters, believing the nightmare had passed. But they didn't know. That was only the prelude. In those fleeting moments of silence, the ground began to shake, and it was that tremor, not fire, not toxic gas, that delivered the final blow. Nearly 2,000 years later, in a room buried beneath layers of pumice, the curled-up skeletons of two men in defensive posture are telling a part of history long forgotten. Pompeii didn't die solely because of a volcano. It was also crushed by an earthquake. Pompeii, the ancient city famously buried under volcanic ash from Mount Vesuvius, was long believed to have perished from toxic fumes and searing pyroclastic flows. However, a new discovery by archaeologists and geologists from Italy's INGV Institute and the Pompeii 114 archaeological team has revealed a far more complex and tragic narrative. Many residents of Pompeii may have actually died from a massive earthquake that occurred alongside the eruption in 79 AD. During excavations at a structure known as Casa dei Pittori al Lavoro, House of the Painters at Work, researchers uncovered the skeletal remains of two men, each around 50 years old. They didn't die from heat or asphyxiation as previously believed, but were crushed by large collapsed walls, injuries consistent with violent seismic activity. One of them was even found crouched in a corner, arms wrapped around a round wooden object used to shield his head, a final, futile act of protection. Stratigraphic analysis revealed that both men had survived the early stage of the eruption, when ash and pumice rained down for 18 hours straight. But when powerful earthquakes struck, weakened roofs and walls already burdened by volcanic debris came crashing down. This second phase of the double catastrophe, the earthquake accompanying the eruption, had previously been underestimated compared to the devastating pyroclastic flows. These new findings have forced the academic community to rewrite part of Pompeii's final hours. The earthquakes, occurring in tandem with the volcanic activity, destroyed buildings that had withstood the initial ash fall, burying those still sheltering inside. A towering column of ash rose over 30 kilometers into the sky, but it was the trembling earth that landed the fatal blow. Beyond the revelations about earthquake-related deaths, ongoing archaeological work continues to uncover fragments of daily life in ancient Pompeii. While building a humidity-controlled chamber for a new library in the archaeological park, researchers accidentally discovered a semicircular tomb, a type known as a scola tomb, belonging to a man named Nummus Augustinus. The epitaph carved behind the tomb's bench revealed he had served as a justice knight, a military tribune, twice as duumvir, the highest civic office in Pompeii, and most notably, as commander of an Iberian unit known as the Orioni. This suggests strong ties between Pompeii and the Roman Empire's frontier campaigns. But the discoveries didn't end there. In surrounding areas, a deeper picture of Pompeii's vibrant economic and cultural life emerged. The Pompeii 114 project excavated a building that housed a mat-weaving workshop adjacent to an ancient restaurant. Well-preserved reed mats were found alongside vats, drainage systems, and remnants of food such as olives, figs, chicken bones, and small poppy seed cakes. These traces painted a vivid portrait of a bustling city, with professional specialization and internal commerce, a living urban center, frozen in time by tragedy. Scientists now believe that understanding this double impact, both earthquake and eruption, is vital to improving modern disaster forecasting. New data on pyroclastic temperatures, seismic intensity, and ash layering may help protect the nearly 600,000 residents currently living in the danger zone surrounding Vesuvius. Pompeii is not merely a monument trapped in tragedy. It is a reminder of humanity's fragility before nature, and a doorway back to the final, vibrant moments of a civilization we thought was lost. The traces uncovered, from skeletons curled in desperation to meals left unfinished, are quiet but powerful fragments of ancient life. Beneath layers of ash lie untold stories of fathers shielding their families, craftsmen preparing goods for the evening market, or Roman commanders returning from distant wars to be honored at home. Amid the ash and rubble, life still speaks. A city with thriving trade, diverse occupations, connections across the empire, and a complex, organized culture. What was lost in that moment wasn't just lives, but the memory of an entire society, one that archaeology is painstakingly piecing back together. Pompeii also stands as a warning for today. Nearly 600,000 people currently live in the red zone around Vesuvius, a region that could face a similar catastrophe. The new understanding of simultaneous seismic and volcanic hazards is helping scientists build better dual disaster models, offering more accurate and timely warnings for the future. The disaster of Pompeii is a tragedy, but it is also an opportunity for history to speak, for science to illuminate the past, and for modern humanity to prepare. In the eternal stillness of the ash, Pompeii continues to whisper to us that life is fragile, but deeply worth remembering.